Hi guys, this is a tutorial for a 1950s Smith Corona Sterling 5 model. These come in a classic tweed case, plywood with this covering. To open the case, you squeeze these two latches. Voila. Lovely kind of vintage, quintessential 50s coloring with the neutral brown with the green keys. On these, you can take the back of the case off by pushing these levers here. These are often missing. And a lot of people would type on their lap or somewhere with that case remaining on the case bottom. And I'll also show you there's a switch in here. You can see that, and as you push that down, you can lift the machine up. Notice that only this piece moves, these other pieces are fixed. This will latch into the hole in the back of the machine, holding it in place. I'll give you a little walkthrough of some of the essential features here. So this is the carriage release. You hear that nice little bell. 1, 2, 3 line spacing, 1, 1.5 and double space. Left side and right side setting of the margins. These switches, they push down. There's a little arrow pointing up. And then the left side page guide is adjustable. This lifts up for when you're putting paper in. To set the tabs on these, you pull this down, you remove this physical key. Then you stick it back into one of the slots. That's how the tab works. And whenever you push the tab key, which is here, it'll stop at that spot. This MR is the margin relief. So if you hit the end margin, it'll stop typing. If you need 1 or 2 more spaces, you do that. The bell will ring a few spaces before the margin to give you time. This red, black, or no ribbon selector. You'll notice the red will lift this higher so it hits the red ribbon. If you have an all black ribbon, you can run it till it's dry and then switch. You'll basically get 2 ribbons. This is the manual ribbon release. The ribbon will auto reverse. This is the manual ribbon reverse. The ribbon will auto reverse when the eyelets pull these pins. And it'll start to go that way. You'll notice it'll do it automatically as I'm doing it. These are pretty simple to change the ribbon on. Essentially, there's the slot here is just open on top, which is nice because it's an upgrade from prior models. So you just slide the ribbon into that on either side. This will just slide in and you adjust it till it fits down on the pin, which is what moves it. There's a little pin inside here. Now this ribbon just entirely hooks around the back. You'll see you can bring it down. Usually I bring it down, hook it upward, and then hook it downward. And then what's called the ribbon vibrator will be holding the ribbon up and down. If it slips out or something, you'll just notice some tops of letters won't get printed. This is a paper support that comes up here. There's the slot that the case clips into. There's no 1, you use a lowercase l. There's no exclamation point, you do a period under an apostrophe. This is the backspace, which is an arrow pointing forward. Let's give a little typing demo here. Usually you align it with the left side page guide. Put it so both these rollers, which are movable, are on the page. And then set the margin where you need it. You can set the right margin here. This will release the rollers so you can straighten the paper. Make sure that's on or it won't hold the paper at all. Sometimes you can have the margin over here, the right margin, so you'll get the bell. On smaller paper, I tend not to bother with that. And you see how the top of the F didn't print? It's because this ribbon wasn't all the way in. Pretty simple fix. I don't know if you can see that in here, but I'll show you in a minute. Hear the bell. I love the bell. I just made an exclamation point. And sometimes that'll fold under on this rough hedge paper. I gotta pull it out. Switch to red, back to black. Oh, good thing to show you. The eyelet was not in the ribbon feed or the ribbon reversal feed, so that caused a problem because it got caught on the ribbon vibrator. You'll make sure the eyelet's on the other side of this feed. It's kind of dark in here, so I couldn't quite see. My bad, but it's just good to know. These are basic troubleshooting things. Some people will send it in for service because the ribbon's out, you know, so you don't want to be stuck in that category. And sometimes too, it's just so dark in here. A little more light. I should have probably done that for the video. Again, slip that in the top, now that I can actually see. See, so there was a typo on that account. Luckily, this is just for demo. And this is what they call a pica typeface. 10 characters per inch. The ruler bar up here will go to the 80. Beautiful. When the thing was not loaded correctly, the top of that L and the top of that R were not printing. I went back over that R. I didn't go back over that L. So look, just a nice classic typeface. Very beautiful. Stunning classic machine. I love these. They're very resilient workhorses. Later in models, these turn to plastic. They're often breaking off. The tab set and clear keys are often getting stuck. So this having the physical tab set and clear actually makes the model more robust. One more thing here. There's a carriage lock here. You switch that up and then and it locks the carriage, which the case won't let you close unless it's locked. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial for that beautiful machine. The 1950s Smith Corona Sterling. It also comes in a silent and a clipper. And this is Steven at Classic Typewriter. I'll see you on the other side. Thank you.